Her male best friend mocked me at dinner. She could do way better than you. I shut him down in front of everyone. She snapped, apologize or we're over. I smiled. I didn't say a word, but when she came home weeks later she finally learned what done really means. Update 1. For 3 years my life with Anna was good. Great, even. I'm a lawyer, so my day job is basically wading through the worst parts of human nature. Coming home to her was like taking a breath of fresh air. She was a paralegal, smart as a whip, and had this fire in her to go to law school and make a name for herself. I loved that about her. We were a team building a life in a house I'd spent years restoring. It felt solid, real. I wasn't just paying bills for a girlfriend. I was investing in the woman I was going to marry, but there was always this static, a low-level hum of something not being quite right, and that static had a name. Leo. Leo was her best friend from college. He was a graphic designer, one of those guys who calls himself an artist and acts like working a 9-to-5 is a fate worse than death. Meanwhile, he was designing menus for taco joints to barely make his rent. To hear Anna tell it, he was her ride or die, her platonic soulmate, the guy who protected her. To me he was a leech with a superiority complex, and he had made it his life's mission to undermine our relationship. He was a pro at it. I'll give him that. He never did anything you could call him out on directly. It was all subtle digs, little poison darts disguised as compliments. Her ex-boyfriend Alex, a musician who'd broken her heart, was his favorite topic. If I took Anna on a nice vacation to Mexico, Leo would find a way to bring up some spontaneous camping trip he and Anna took once. Remember that, Anna? He'd say, all wistful. You can't plan moments like that. You just have to be with someone who gets your free spirit. The message was always the same. I was the boring safe choice and he was the gatekeeper to the exciting life she was leaving behind. And Anna, she ate it up with a spoon. She was completely snowed by his protective friend act. Anytime I'd even hint that he was out of line, she'd get defensive. He's just being Leo. He was there for me when Alex shattered my heart. He's just worried about me. He's family Jack. I'm a patient guy. You have to be in my line of work. You don't jump on the first piece of evidence. You wait. You let the other side talk. You let them build their own case against themselves. And you wait for them to hand you the rope. I waited for Leo to hand me the rope. The moment came a month ago. I just won the biggest case of my career. 6 months of my life gone. Countless sleepless nights, weekends spent buried in paperwork. But we won and it was a huge deal for my firm and for me. To celebrate I threw a dinner party. My closest friends, the ones who'd barely seen me for half a year, were all there. And because I was still trying to be the good guy, I told Anna to invite her friends, which of course meant Leo was coming. The night was perfect. The house was full of good people. The expensive wine I'd been saving was open, and I was actually relaxing for the first time in what felt like forever. Leo naturally was soaking up the free booze and acting like he co-owned the place. He got a few drinks in him and decided it was time for a performance. He started on some long boring tangent about an art exhibit, which was really just an excuse to talk about the difference between creators and suits. It's just a different way of seeing the world, he said, looking right at me. Some of us are driven by passion, by art. Others are more practical. He took a long slow sip of my wine. My friends knew his game and were shooting him looks that could curdle milk. I just gave him a tight smile and refused to engage. But he wasn't done. He turned to Anna, putting on his best concerned friend face. I just hope you're happy, Anna, he said, his voice dripping with fake sincerity. I mean, Jack's a great guy. He's stable, he's a provider, he's reliable. He said reliable like it was a dirty word. Then he paused, looked me dead in the eye and let a smug little smirk spread across his face. But you've got to admit, she could do way better than you. Now you can watch the second part by pressing share and more.